Mic check.
We left the city and headed for the stars.
How y'all doing, guys?
We left the city and headed for the stars.
It's Saturday night, it's 10 o'clock UK time. I know there's people listening around the world as we speak. Tonight, it's the Survivor Series. Beforehand, let's listen to some fucking ridiculous drum and bass, shall we? How the devil are you? Hello Aaron, hello Danny, hello Grace, shout out to Bricky. Hope you're all doing good tonight. And this is a brand new mix. I haven't even recorded this mix yet. So if it sounds wank, you can blame me. And if the tunes are crap, every single track in this mix chosen by my man and my co-broadcaster Danny Ace. So it's all good. Oh, Craig's saying that my mic's not very loud, so I'm just trying to fix that for you guys. If I hold the mic like this, is that better? Because, you know, we can just do that, can't we? Apparently it's better if I hold it like this, but I look like a tool, according to Danny. There's that dude. Now I know what it feels like to be you every day, right? Ha ha! Like that though, the first mistake of the set is where I diss Danny and miss my mix point because I'm too busy dissing Danny. My man Cody's here, even though I'll just say top going to say hello. Enjoy the show tonight. Unfortunately, I've got work in the morning. But it's I suppose if you've got work, you've got work. I was going to say, but it's Saturday night. That's why I think I'm not the biggest WWE guy in the world these days, but I'm happy to watch the show on a Saturday night because it's on a Saturday night. So I didn't watch the AEW show last week. So I was up in Derby with my best mate last week. You know, other than that, I would have happily watched it. But I was in bed for 10:30. I was so knackered. I was like, no, I can't do it. And then I watched it. I sat down on Wednesday night to watch it. I watched the first 5 matches. And then, like, how many matches got left? 5. Like, oh, fuck that. I'm going to... I haven't watched it, still haven't finished it. Cody, my man, I'm going to be in Bedford on Friday night, this coming Friday, with Young Dan. If you want to come and join us for a curry, man, that'd be fucking great. Would love that. Aaron's asking if I'm excited about the show tonight. So tonight's the Survivor Series, for anyone who's not joining us in the chat or can't read because of the title of the vid. I don't know. So yeah, Survivor Series tonight. So one of the big four, as they were traditionally known, weren't they? So Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, SummerSlam, and Survivor Series. One of the big four. The big draw for this one, I guess, is the War Games match, War Games matches. Sorry, War Games was an old school WCW thing back in the day, an NWA thing back in the day. And WWE resurrected it as part of the NXT brand, their development brand. And now, finally, now that Triple H is in charge, it's one of his projects ever, hasn't it? And now it's coming up. And it's a good looking card. We'll go through it in a second, shall we?
Everything begins with all
So, it's the Survivor Series War Games. Seth frickin' Rollins, who is the champion, United States champion, United States Championship. Seth frickin' Rollins versus Bobby Lashley versus Austin Theory. 3 decent workers. Could be decent, couldn't it? Austin Theory failed to cash in with his Money in the Bank recently. I'm intrigued to see where the character goes from there because, it's such a, it makes you look like a fucking loser, doesn't it? If you cash it in and don't win. I think Seth Rollins will retain. AJ Styles versus Finn Balor. I mean, singles match, but with all the fucking crews alongside. 2 stellar workers. Can't see it being a bad match. Give it time. Let them tell a decent story as well. I mean, expecting it a lot of interference because 2 factions at the end of the day. But yeah, I mean, with those 2 guys in the ring, right? That's not going to be bad, is it?
Shit, me and my conglomerate shall remain anonymous. Keep bombing it like others. Different rappers know that father is the guy from down the line. Who are down in me on system, who are riding me on 9. Don't even try to come and test it. You get ain't a rip the disc. Find me later with your lady. Playing all the game, let's get it. Get it on. I'm all selling Bravo. Heavenly on songs, doing more like Satan's spawn. Faded on the lead. Every word I speak is true. Any MC wanna battle, they gon' have to need a noose. And I have to kick the chair. Rapping with a piston head. The black sun and the cold going on. Tell these motherfuckers.
Oh yeah, Ronda Rousey versus Shotzi, singles match for the WWE SmackDown Women's Championship. Again, 2 decent workers. Could be alright, couldn't it? I didn't give a prediction. I think because now that they've got Mia Yim to counteract Rhea Ripley, I was gonna go with AJ Styles, but I think this feud must continue until at least the Rumble, surely. So yeah, Finn Balor's winning this one, and Ronda Rousey retaining. Then you got Brawling Brutes. Now, let's do the women's first. Let's do Team Belair, which is Bianca Belair, Alexa Bliss, Asuka, Mia Yim, and Becky Lynch. Returning Becky Lynch, isn't it? Versus Team Bayley, which is Damage Control, which is Bayley, Dakota Kai, and Io Sky, Nikki Cross, and Rhea Ripley. So, I mean, there's decent talent in the match, isn't there? That's a women's war game match. I'm sure you all go. I don't have to explain the rules of war games, do I? Apart from to Grace, who doesn't give a shit. So it's meh. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Team Belair in that one.
Wonderama shit, me and my conglomerate shall remain anonymous.
we missed a match, didn't we? So it's the Brawling Brutes in the men's wargame match. Brawling Brutes with Sheamus, Rich Holland, and Butch, Drew McIntyre, Kevin Owens versus Bloodline, which Roman Reigns, Solo Sikoa. I may have said that wrong, sorry. Sami Zayn and Usos, which Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso, and they've got Paul Heyman in their corner. They need the talent in that match alone. I just want to see 10 men beating the piss out of each other, because that's what War Games always was. War Games used to be, you could only win via submission, and you can only win when all 10 men are in the ring. So it used to be brutal matches. Every man in the match got busted open. So, you know, I mean, obviously in today's WWE, you're not going to see that, but it's what I want to see. I want to see everyone beat the piss out of each other, and I want to see some blood. That's not going to happen, I know that, but, you know, I can dream, can't So all told, we've got a great looking show, haven't we? And I mean, there's only 5 matches there. So can we hope for a 3-hour pay-per-view? You know, because I mean, that like I was saying before, that AEW pay-per-view from last Saturday and all AEW pay-per-views on the show. If you watch the pre-show, they're all 6 hours long. That's absurd. Maybe 5 hours long. Even so, 5 hours. Yeah, say the fragments, say the 5 hours. That's too long for a fucking pay-per-view, right? Some guy called Harvey Price on MW. Oh, Modern Warfare. Yeah. I'm that old, or that thick, or both. Your choice. Regal's War Game. No, that's awful. War Game. No, that's even worse. So I'm sure you're all aware about this by now, but this coming Friday, Danny and I are going to the rave. We're going to Hospitality D&B in Milton Keynes, and I cannot wait for it. I've been looking forward to it so much. Anyway, I'm expecting a lot of heavy drum and bass that night, so this mix is bloody perfect. That's a little bit of a warm-up for us, isn't it? Oh yeah. I mean, heavy as fuck so far, right? Half an hour in, it's all like this. The whole fucking set is just this. He also sent me a load of Liquid tunes that I haven't managed to slot into them yet. Daft.
I will knock you the fuck out.
Aaron asking when the best Survivor Series was. First thought it came into my head is 2002. Because top to bottom, that's an absolute fucking stat card. Then the second one that came into my head was 96, but that's because of the Austin versus Bret Hart match that I love so much. And I also really like the main event, which is Shawn Michaels versus Sid. And it's got a debut of some guy called Rocky Maivia as well. So, you know, a historic show. They're the first two that popped into my head. What about you? 13 tracks so far in 35 minutes. You're just glad to know that it's a 34-track mix then, right? So many good tunes to come still, guys. So freaking many good tunes. Good choices, Danny.
We've had enough at
I love the old, early Survivor Series as well. The Hulkmania era ones are always fantastic to watch because they're so fucking stupid. You know, the random Survivor Series 4-on-4 or 5-on-5 tag team matches of just random people put together. And the promos were always fantastic as well. So like go from like 88, 89, 90. Just fucking glorious. Just wonderful. Golden era wrestling, you know? Really good. When I say really good, I mean absolutely shite. You know that, right? Obviously. But yeah, fun watches. Forget the name, the year, Aaron, but the comment you just mentioned. I remember seeing Bret Hart being on Hacksaw Jim Duggan's team one year, and the promo they did before the match was just them screaming 2x4s. Well, that was the name of the team. It was called the 2x4s, so it makes sense, doesn't it? Yeah, but yeah, you just get random people teaming with random people, all good, and all of them creating promos as a team backstage. It was fucking great. How many Survivor Series matches are this time? Well, technically, yeah, if you're going on technicality, we've got two. But technicality, because they're War Games matches. They're not traditional 5-on-5 Survivor Series matches, are they? So, you know. So here's the thing, Dan, you've just sent me a message saying Pull the Triggers are such a tune. So a lot of the tunes that you've sent me, when I'm listening to them, when I'm trying to put them into the set, I'm just going, right, what did I mix out of this tune? There's so many of these tracks I've played in sets before, so it's just one of those, what can I get out? How the hell do you get out of Crush It? It's such a hard tune to get out of. I was like, well, just put in Pull the Trigger, that's what you did last time. But bear in mind, that was on the Dark Deeds mix that I made for you, Dan, in 2018? I think we can get away with it again. There'll be many instances of that in this set if you haven't noticed already. Like from Molten Heart, for example, into Slipstream, and it's one of those. Yep, did that on the Daft Volume Part 1 from X, for example. You know, it just makes my life easier. It makes me have to come up with a bloody set for it because it just wasn't coming together at all. You know. Anyway, more tunes. Where's the space coming from? Something on my stream is playing Ace of Spades, but I don't know why. What the hell's going on? Huh? Okay, in a bit moment of surrealness gone wrong, for some reason me standing up there to go to the toilet made my Spotify start playing. I have no idea why. Not a single frickin' clue. that's news to me, Aaron, about Randy Orton's injury. I've been wondering where he was, because I don't follow the week-to-week shows. There was I've not seen Randy Orton for a while. I sort of thought a couple of weeks ago. Back fusion surgery and similar to what Sean's stuff in '98. I mean, that's potentially a career ender, isn't it? But if without sounding nasty or anything, if it was a career ender, would that be the end of the world? He's had an incredible career. He's made a lot of money. He's got a wife and kids. Just enjoy the rest of your life, mate. You don't need to worry about wrestling ever again, surely. But I mean, he is an amazing worker. So, well, amazing. He's got longevity, if nothing else, right? 50 minutes in. We're doing good, aren't we? Playing some bangers. This is an absolute classic. Dan, I knew you'd just fucking lose your shit if I put this one in. And in my opinion, there's only one real place you can go out of this one, and that's into Return Forever, isn't it? Because, you know, silliness must follow silliness. Well, must follow silliness, really, mustn't it? You got me for at least another hour, maybe two. I've got this will do you till midnight, and then I've got an hour set that I haven't played live before, so we could do that. I just can't remember what time the show starts, if anyone wants to put it in the chat for me. I need starts at 1. Could play you another set if you wanted to. You call it, guys. Doc Hendricks, really? So Dan's asked me to tell the Survivor Series drinking game, which you are... Well, you can't play it when there's a War Games one, it doesn't work. But this one works with old school Survivor Series games, I went to say. So, basically, the very first Survivor Series that there was, which I think is 1988, but don't shoot me if I'm wrong. You know, I don't care again, it didn't matter, the first one, the first thing you saw, one of the first things you saw on the screen was ways of elimination. Things came up on the screen. Now, if you Google Survivor Series rules, you will find this ways of elimination thing. So, what we decided, this is Dan and I, and this was a good few years ago now when we were a little bit younger and could drink a bit more, or didn't get the horrific hangovers that you get when you're 40. Oh god, they're so awful. Anyway, so there's wasting one drink. So it goes like this: ways of elimination. Number 1, pinfall. So that's 1 drink. Number 2 is submission. 2 drinks. 3 is count out. Yes, 3 drinks. 4 is disqualification. And number 5, and it's one of those, that's there because that's going to happen at some point on this show, isn't it? Number 5 is referee's discretion pending injury. So bear in mind that these are 5-on-5 matches. So if it's a pinfall, for example, you're going to be doing, if they all get eliminated by a pinfall, there'll be 9, say 9 people get eliminated, there's 1 guy left. Yeah, you're going to be having 9 drinks in one. This is on a card that's got 4 or 5 Survivor Series matches on it. Yeah, it's a guaranteed way to get absolutely annihilated. And we did! Oh, Aaron, the amount of times that Dan and I have done stupid things like that. Like, let's just drink to rest. Well, you know the one is fucking the game. Fucking the game, that sounds awful. But just the game from Jim Ross is an absolute soul destroyer of a game to play. If you want to get really pissed, if you're doing it with shots especially, really very pissed if you do the game. Jim Ross said it numerous times on the AEW pay-per-view, and it was brilliant. I'm so disappointed I wasn't watching it done because he hates it so much. I can't do anything like that tonight because I'm going to Broadway on holiday for a week starting on Monday, and of course I need to be able to drive, which means of course I need to be able to get all my stuff packed and shit tomorrow, because of course I've done none of it today. I've had a particularly lazy Saturday doing absolutely bugger all up sitting on my sofa because it's been raining so hard in tonight. Why is my fucking camera off? Jesus Christ, I need to turn it on for a second. Hang on. Sat looking into the fucking camera like an idiot. Yeah, it's been so wet here in Staves. If you want to look at my Instagram, for example, you'll see just how torrential the rain has been at times. That's a very good question, Dan. I'll have to have a think about that one. Yeah, I've done nothing at all today, and it's been glorious, but it does mean I've got a lot to do tomorrow. So I'm just about to crack open my second of 3 ciders for the evening, and then I'll be sticking to the alcohol freeze for the rest of the night, I think. Dan is asking about which was worse, the egg or Undertaker's gold pants. Undertaker's gold pants is from Survivor Series 2000 when he first got angle. Or the egg, which of course was Survivor Series 1990, and the fucking gobbledygooker hashed out of it, didn't it? Which was one of the worst things ever. So, but Undertaker's gold pants were shit. So, yeah, at least with the egg, you can't help laugh about it because Roddy Piper, who's on colour commentary that night, get a hobby mark. It just absolutely loses it. There's no semblance of even trying to be serious about it. He just starts fucking laughing, and because he laughs at it, you can't help but laugh along. It's the versus fucking ridiculous on it. Whereas Undertaker's gold pants were just bollocks, straight up stupid. How ridiculous! Thought that was a good idea. So yeah, so I have to give it to Undertaker's gold pants. Yeah, I remember that, the Undertaker's golden egg. The weird golden egg from last year. It was a film with The Rock and Ryan Reynolds and some bird in it. And yeah, there was the theme, but it was 3 golden eggs that you had to collect. So in a bit of cross promotion, next week WWE had golden eggs. It was fucking stupid. Yeah. So, I'll take his gold pants worse than HBK's brown pants from SummerSlam 2002, the paper you mentioned before. Yeah. I just think Sean looked fucking ridiculous from head to toe. He had his stupid haircut in that match as well. What was he thinking? In a match where he's going to win the championship as well. Fuck. Aaron asking on who's the worst gear you've ever seen? I mean, Danny Ace's gear was pretty shite, wasn't it? Bastian Booger, he had some pretty terrible gear, didn't he? You're welcome there, Aaron. Yeah, have some Bastian Booger back in your life. Also, UBW Anniversary Show, Champagne vs Danny Ace, Ultimate Deathmatch ain't gonna happen. I haven't wrestled for 5 years. I don't want to wrestle ever. Especially not against fucking Danny, who won't sell for me. That'd be terrible. Giant Gonzalez's bodysuit is a very good shout for worst gear, isn't it? That's a horrific thing. It had a hairy arse though. Fuck's sake. What about the Yeti, he says. Ha 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 ha, superb. That's another great shout there, Aaron. When Kevin Nash was a wizard in WCW pre-Diesel. Yeah, when he was Oz. Oh yeah, that was a great costume. Hang on, what are you on about? That's a superb costume. It was magnificent, wasn't it? Aaron, mate, you couldn't be a worse referee than Danny Ace was, ironically, in a match that he refereed between myself and Matt Carnage, where he managed to post me around the washing line, for example. Bollock first. You know, things like that. Yeah, if you didn't do that to me, I'd consider it a win, to be honest. Dan's now asking for about worst gimmicks, so let's start off with TJ Hopper, whose gimmick was that he was a plumber, and that's about it. The Goon! There's a place between here in St Ives and Newquay called Goonhaven, which makes me laugh every single time I drive past it. And I have a habit of, when I drive past it, I say, "Ooh, Goonhaven! It's a haven for goons!" everything wrong with it, but come on. Absolutely no idea how I made that sound at all. That's a really good question, Dan. I like that one. We all know that Wargames 92 is the best Wargames match. What's the second best? See, is it interesting? My first one, I had to bring it up to make sure I got the names right. Road Warriors, Nikita Koloff, Dusty Rhodes, and Paul Ellering versus the Four Horsemen, Ric Flair, Anderson, Luke Exley, Choice Blanchard, and JJ fucking Dillon. Remember what I said before about the thing I used to love about Wargames matches? They were always brutal. This one was ridiculous because JJ Dillon got the piss beaten out of him. And got busted open and everything. Because think about it, he's been a heel manager, he's been this reign of terror for 2 years. So of course he's got to get his comeuppance, and he fucking did, and then some. It was fucking great. How about yourself? Dan, are you talking about the triple cage from Slamboree, baby? Dan wants me to talk about the triple cage match, or triple cage concept from Slamboree. So, how can I do this? Is there a short way of doing this, really? So we'll go with WCW made a film, which, if you haven't seen, I thoroughly recommend you don't see, called Ready to Rumble, starring David Arquette. And in that match, there was it was Jimmy King, who's one of the main wrestling characters in the film, versus Diamond Dallas Page for the World Championship, and it's in a triple cage match. So not only did WCW decide to put a triple cage match on a pay-per-view, Slamboree 2000, but also make David Arquette the WCW World Champion in one of those, well, that's stupid, ways to kill off your dying company that little bit faster, right? Yeah, so Slamboree comes around. It's David Arquette defending against Diamond Dallas Page and Jeff Jarrett in a three-way rubbish cage match. I think I need to go and bring up my star rating for it, so I don't say the wrong one. Give me a second. Okay, so do you know how I always say that Dan's a much harsher critic than me when it comes to reviewing wrestling, right? Let's bear in mind that Jeff Jarrett versus David Arquette versus DDP. Dan's saying here he gave it -4 stars, right? Your old man Mark, he gave it 2 stars.
Day by day, it seems like you lost your way. Either
Bash 1991 scaffold match. Christ on several bikes down. I hate you so much for making me. I would never have watched that. I'm pretty certain I could have gone through my entire life never watching that show. And the fact that you made me do it as my Christmas review, you know, I mean, it's a fucking. I don't watch my own vids very often, as you know, but I'll tell you this much: it's a damn entertaining watch. If I can just remember that it's me talking, if I can pretend it's someone else, I find it fucking hilarious. And the fact that I got so many wrestlers on the intro was fucking great as well, wasn't it? Yeah, go on. We'll talk about that one if you want.
The temperature rises, that look in your eyes paralyzing. Forever you'll never leave in my bed. When your heart is racing at the speed of light, when you feel like you got nowhere else to go, don't hold you till the sun comes in the morning light. Yeah, I'll keep you safe, I'll never let you go. I'll never let you go. I know you're scared sometimes, don't know if you're wrong or right, even doing things you never thought you'd do. Taking it day by day, it seems like you lost your way. Even when you win, it still feels like you lose. I wish that you could see what I see. You're so much stronger than what you think. No sleep, 'cause if you do, then you dream nightmares, but I'll be there for everything. Just think of me.
Okay, that's taken some finding because, of course, it was 2014. Goddamn, we've been friends a long time. PN News and Bobby Eaton versus Steve Austin, yes, that one, and Terrence Taylor in a match that not only is the worst match I've ever seen, and I've seen Mr. Insano matches. Yeah, I gave it -7 stars. It's that good. You're the harshest critic in the fucking world, Dan. -4 stars that I gave a match 2 stars to. That says it all. Right, so the next 20 minutes are all pretty chilled. And then, like I said, I'm going to play you a set that I haven't played yet. Haven't played live yet, which is particularly heavy. So, you know, if you fall asleep, don't worry, we'll wake you back up again. But yeah, just some nice chill tunes for a bit, yeah? Funny about this one, because this, I can't get out of Hidden Love, Dan. So I'm using 2 tracks here that I used on my very last mix, my Autumn Nights mix. But anyway, it's just, they're really nice. I like the transitions a lot. So, you know, it's one of those, you can't really that arse with it, can you? It's one of those things. Looking at those star ratings out of the context is making me chuckle. What they are, because I mean, let's just go down it, shall we? So that -7 star opener, then Tom Zent versus the Diamond Studies at half a star. Oh yeah, and then we got Oz, there it is, versus Ron Simmons -1. Robert Gibson, Richard Morton. So that's a tag team imploding. And they have no chemistry with each other, and the crowd don't give a flying fuck. 1.5 stars. Dustin Rhodes, that one, and Young Pistols. Who was the Young Pistols? Come on, because I can't remember. Versus Fabulous Freebirds is a dud. Johnny B. Bad and Yellow Dog, also a dud. Black Blood versus Big Josh is -1. Made us, I think it made us turn the show off, if I remember rightly. Because Big Josh used to come out with live bears, and it really upset us. El Gigante versus One Man Gang is a whopping -5 stars. Sting versus Nikita Koloff is a dud. Lex Luger and Barry Windham is a 2. And then, yeah, we got another minus, as the main event is Ricky Steiner versus Arn Anderson and Paulie Dangerous is minus again. And yeah, this is the first pay-per-view they've done without Ric Flair. So the crowd hated it. It was fucking glorious to watch on that score, but, you know. Yeah, Aaron, there's your chat. So if next time you're feeling bored and you want, I want to watch some wrestling that's really shit, like properly shit wrestling, yeah, it's only entertaining if you're high or drunk and watching it with mates. Because I think watching it on your own would have been. Yeah, if I watched this show back in 2014 with Dan, and we watched it in, I think it was in the September of 2014. We filmed it months in advance because we knew it was going to be a Christmas one. Yeah, Dan made me do that because he's an arse. Dan, I'm far too high to remember what the fuck are you on about. The Kennel from Hell. What did I give it?
I'm not ready yet to let you go.
On that video, which is one part of my 1999 sucked vids from 12 years ago. Oh my freaking god, how old is that? I don't have the star ratings on the description, so one of you is gonna have to go and quickly look for me and find out, because I can't be arsed. Dan, I'm just on Twitter looking at something, whatever. But you remember Gene Money? Who's one of my favourite wrestling characters in British wrestling. He's got a thing now called the Gene Money Championship of Gene Money. Which I think is fucking great. I bet you hate that so much. Why and why again are you talking about King of the Ring 2000? Why would you ever bring that up? Why? Damn, mate, have a word. Why are you making him think of that? Why?
that you want in your ass. Hey, I really gotta try for this. Try for this. Boy, you sit on the carpet. I really want a chance to let go of your body. Instead of I say yeah, you'll find us if you get lost on the road. Boy, you sit on the carpet. I really want a chance to let go of your body.
Well, he is succeeding if he's trying to wind me up about bringing up terrible shows. Awful. King of the Ring is just... It's bad that it's only really memorable for that, isn't it? I mean, you have to have quite a think, like, who won the King of the Ring that year? And yeah, I know it's Kurt Angle, you dick. Recent episode of the SWAT that we did where we talked about Invasion Angle. What in your opinion was the dream? I see this is a tricky one because what's the dream? WCW/ECW versus WWF. Thank you. Survivor Series match. Because I think it would be very difficult to put any ECW ones in. So is this like of any time, or are you thinking like around that time with the wrestlers that were available in 2001? Let me know that bit and I'll answer your question, mate. this sound? Rock, Stone Cold, Triple H, Undertaker and Vince versus Hogan, Sting, Goldberg, Nash and Bischoff. How's that sound? I probably could have put Foley or Kane to name two examples for the Fed. DDP, Steiner, Booker T were ones I was thinking of for the WCW. I was just thinking like for intrigue, for a selling point, you want to see Vince and Eric Bischoff batter each other, right? So I was thinking that is something that I was trying to think of like one of as many superstars as possible, but at the same time, like I say, just put a few little bits of storyline in there, you know. Damn, mate, I really hope you enjoyed that. That was I haven't even recorded it, so it hasn't got a name, anything like that. That's my latest mix. And so this one, like I said, I've not done why. I've not played this one live, but this is from 2 mixes ago. Hope you enjoy this one. And this one's very heavy, alright? So if you're falling asleep a little bit, yeah, this one will wake you up.
Virus Syndicate, Blacks on Empire, State of Mind. You got me feeling like a caterpillar, never been a butterfly. Spitting with a buttered liver, liquored up and crooked eye. You might see a pack of killers coming at you looking high. Bats, knives, jagged scissors running at you ducking dive. That's like how I'm feeling when I'm fucking cocking rhymes. Bang rhymes, quick and leave and wipe my dick and cut the tie. Gang signs must have been mistaken for some...
Yeah, they could have been led to the ring, couldn't they, by Bischoff and Vince. Yeah, that would make it actually a bit more sense, wouldn't it? Have them as the outside manager guys.
31 scoundrel on my hang glide, fly mode. Leave them on the ground and let them talk shit about me. Well, this girl just I spit game, get paid, chain reaction, and I switch waves. Never see the same reaction till my click fades and the fucking game collapses. I'm a flip blade, come swinging chains and axes. I ain't bitch made, you man are fake and plastic. You're a bitch to rile them up. Two gun fingers in the air, push your lighters up. Shoot them up, quick fire, reload, line them up. Two gun fingers in the air, push your lighters up. Fleet of mind virus, came through to rile them up. Two gun fingers in the air, push your lighters up. Lighters up. Lighters up. Lighters up. Push your lighters up. Lighters up. Lighters up. Lighters up. Two gun fingers in the air, push your lighters up. Give me the mic and I'm a beast of nature. The rhymes are riot, setting fire to this piece of paper. I'm a heat creator with the power to unleash a greater force and a horde full of horses, transporting an army of demon corpses. I'm the reason that you're feeling nauseous. I'm the reason that your team is cautious. You're a heathen and you're being tortured. You don't belong on this earth, you should have been aborted. I'm the nightmare when you're dreaming and feeling awkward. I'm the shiver down your spinal column. My heart is hollow and my lies are solemn. Shit, I'm known for getting violent on them. I've got these voices in my head to try and shun them, but I think they've got me under the phone and I'm scared I might become them. I'll find you late at night when you lay beside your woman. Know where you can try and run. I know the place you hide your gun. I keep gunning and bunning them. I'm just having some fun with them. Look at what I've just done to them. I'm a hunter, I'm hunting them. Fall down, everybody fall down.
This mix is absolutely stupid. I just need to let you guys know that. This transition is so daft.
Living where the lions roam, fuck you, you can die alone. Quick fire, reload, line them up. Two gun fingers in the air, push your lighters up. Black sun, virus, came through to rile them up. Two gun fingers in the air, push your lighters up. Shoot them up, quick fire, reload, line them up. Two gun fingers in the air, push your lighters up. Fleet of mind virus, came through to rile them up. Two gun fingers in the air, push your lighters up.
Yeah.
That's a really tough question, now, man. Danny, is that the Shawn Michaels performance? Because I was gonna say that match, sure of it. I just couldn't remember which fucking year it was. Yeah, I would say that match, because like I say, I was just racking my brains, because the thing is, the best part of it is Shawn Michaels' performance, isn't it? But as a match as a whole, yeah, fantastic one. Really, really enjoyed that one.
Lost it more.
Once again, I need a wee, but fortunately I've got a really long transition here, so I'm just going to run to the living room for a second, right?
come down my selector. Now come down my selector. Come down my selector.
mine. Fight me. You're pretty good. Fight me. But your style is no match for mine. Fight me. You're pretty good. Fight me. But your style is no match for mine. Fight me. You're pretty good. Fight me. But your style is no match for mine. You're pretty good.
favourite Randy Orton match, the first one that comes to mind is his match with Mick Foley at Backlash 2004. That's the first one that comes to mind, anyway. Yeah.